I have no idea what I'm doing. Christina is the best sport in the world.
I think it's hilarious.
All right, so I'm gonna just kind of go for it. We're not doing anything major. I'm not getting our layers. I'm not getting our she mullet. I'm just doing a trim, so okay. Any second now, I'll be brave enough to make the first cut. Okay.
Do it.
All right. That wasn't so bad.
So bad?
This is easy. I say no. Promise you will not end up with 4-inch hair.
All good.
Still on. No, it's not. Okay.
I haven't had my haircut in almost a year.
Wow.
Yeah. July 4th of last year.
Of 05? Or 2006?
06.
Oh, okay. That'd be too. Can't do math when I'm cutting hair. The cuts in the back are going to be a little bit longer because she has this kind of U-shaped bell thing going on, as we say in salon speak.
Oh.
I keep thinking of the scene in 16 Candles where they cut the girlfriend's hair at the door. Like one cut. The difference in length is negligible. Just getting rid of the ends here. And some scragglers there. It's got that great way where I could almost leave it like this and you wouldn't notice. But I'm not gonna, because I think that is wrong. I don't know what I'm doing. I have a sense that that would be wrong. I've cut my own bangs from time to time. That's the closest I've ever come to actually doing this. These pokey parts are confusing me. Hi. And later we're going to dye it bright pink.
We could. I got a really laid back office.
Our very brave friend Rachel just shaved off all of her hair.
Wait, which Rachel?
Caruso!
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm not going to do that to Christina.
Yeah, she's got a much better skull than I do.
She's got a good skull.
She does. She has a really good skull.
Yeah. I'd be afraid if I ever shaved my head off, I'd just be afraid that it wouldn't grow back. So very thin hair, and I just feel like they'd be like, "Oh, sweet, you let this go, we're gonna stay gone."
Yeah, I feel you. When I was 10, I had really long hair. We just moved to Florida from New York, and it was so hot, so my dad cut my hair to like inch and a half.
Yeah.
I wore a Mets hat all the time. I was a boy for a year.
when I was 11, I played Christopher Robin in an English version of Winnie the Pooh. I had to get a page boy haircut.
Oh.
And this is for like children's theater. This wasn't some fancy professional thing.
Right.
They didn't even reimburse me, I don't think. But I went to my mom's crazy fancy European lady, and I'm not going to cut much on the sides because it's short anyway, but I'm just going to try to make it proportional. But I got this like boy haircut that was right for the role, and then, you know, it was pretty malleable so that I could still be an 11-year-old girl when I wasn't on stage, but man, I got grief for that from people.
When I was in 6th grade, the year after we had cut my hair so short, it was growing back, and it was growing back really curly. I had really thick glasses. I was a very chubby, androgynous-looking child.
Oh.
And so I was packed for the first
Oh,
year that I went
no.
to this like fancy gifted school.
Were you going by Chris? Oh no.
Well, it's so funny because now that my new roommate, I've known him for a really long time, so he doesn't know me as Christina at all.
Huh.
Like, he was at my party and people were like, "Oh, Christina, Christina." He's like, "Who are they talking about?" They're like, "The girl who you live with." He's like, I don't even, what? Why do they call you that? And he and I have been out of touch for a couple years. And I was like, well, Christina's like my professional name. And Chris is the hard drinking, running with the boys, basketball playing, bare feet on pavement kind of girl. She's still in here somewhere. But Christina's starting to take over a little more.
That's right, because people called me Chris too, because I was Christopher Robin.
Right.
And that wasn't my name, so it was confusing.
Oh, when I was 7, I demanded the switch from Christina to Chris. Like, demanded.
I actually tried to change my name to Kristen when I was 7. I just thought that was something you could do, you know, if you wanted a different name, you could have one. But my parents were like, no.
When we moved to Sarasota, I went through this huge ethnic crisis because we were like the only Latin people in the entire like 5-mile radius. So you get my best friend who's the only Latin family, and so I would hyphenate my name to get my mom's last name is Davy, and she never took my dad's name, so I started hyphenating my name to get like that white in there. It was the dumbest thing. And then I got lazy because that made Sepulveda's long enough.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this extra 5 characters. So dull.
I used to live off Sepulveda Boulevard.
Oh,
Los Angeles. That's why before I even knew you, I knew how to pronounce your name.
well, that's because they use Sepulveda the way we use Houston
Right.
to figure out who actually can
Yeah.
pronounce things correctly.
It's not Sepulveda. This part looks like it's shorter just because there's more of a wave, but when I pull it down, it's actually not shorter. You can straighten it a bit to even that up, but there's like a big dip wave there, so it makes it look like it's shorter, but which gave me a little fright for a minute, but it's all right. The wave makes it less in need of being completely perfectly straight. I think we're done. I'm gonna straighten it out a little bit. We can take some pictures of that. If she decides I did a dreadful job, she can go get a cut. She's shaking her head. See, this lady has a show tonight, so she couldn't be looking all straggle-headed for the show.
Though the show's been running for months, I gotta do something. Bring the sexy back.
Ask Justin Timberlake about that.
Right?
Yeah, who knows?
Be like, JT, you cut your hair and you brought the sexy back. What's up? What's up, Curly?
All right. Yay! I think that's a wrap.